Hey everybody, good to see you. This is Mrs. Lopez. I'm so excited that you're going to sing with me for another week. This is lesson number 4. I can't believe it's already lesson number 4. We're going to have a couple after this, and then gosh, we're almost at the end of the school year. So we're more than halfway through. So I'm so glad that you're joining me. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day with your grandmother, mother, stepmom, aunts, whoever are special moms in your life. And I'm actually recording this a couple days after, so I put my flowers here so you can see. I hope you gave some to your mom or your grandma. The beautiful Mother's Day flowers from my family, and I got a balloon as well. So I thought it would be really nice to put those in the picture and so you can see. So I hope you had a great time, but let's go ahead and get started. Remember our rules. I don't want you chewing gum. I don't want you eating anything, and don't drink anything but water, okay? Because we're going to be singing a lot. And find a really nice, cozy place, a comfortable place that is quiet and you can really focus and listen. Also, go to the bathroom too. You might want to put this on pause. Go to the bathroom, come back if you don't want to miss anything. But invite your siblings to sit along with you, your family, and just have fun and forget about everything that's going on. I hope you're doing your homework. You're staying on top of all that and everything and behaving. I know you are. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. But I want to talk about really quickly last week's lesson. So I told you that we went over High School Musical. Remember, we're all in this together. This Is My Country was our patriotic song, and Remember Me. Remember from the movie Coco, we sang Remember Me, and that was a perfect song to end on. So I apologize. I did not realize that Remember Me did not have a link from the Essential Elements in Music class that I could put on the lesson, so there was nothing for you to do with that song other than just listening in the video and going over it again. So I apologize, but I attached something else. I attached a little video called Find Your Voice. Find Your Voice, and I think it was about singing and how to sing and just being aware of music and your voice. So I hope you had fun looking at that. So that was the only change. Also, we went over you got to watch the music show, which last week was called Take a Rest. And the week before that, it was I've Got Rhythm, which talked about the notes, the quarter note, the half note, whole note, eighth note, and they all had lengths, and we went over how many beats they got. Well, the movie we watched last week, the music show we watched last week was called Take a Rest. So we learned about moments in music that are silent, okay? And the silences are just as important or almost as important as the actual notes. It really makes a song, not every song is different. We can just look at the notes and the theory and whatever's on the page. So what makes songs different is how the arranger, the person that wrote them, have put things on paper, how they envision their song to be, and they use all these symbols, the notes and the rests and the different things in music theory to lay down on paper what their music, how it should sound when someone plays it. So rests are very important, and I'm going to get my cards over here because we're going to review what the rests are. Remember how last week we looked at the notes and I asked you how many beats and what names they were? So we're going to review those really quickly, okay? So before we get started with singing, I want you to look at this rest right here. Okay, do you remember what name it was in the movie from last week? This is called a quarter rest. And do you remember, just like the quarter note, how many beats does the quarter rest get? One beat. One beat. Yes, very important, okay? And remember, the silences are really important in music. They can make something very dramatic or bring a certain feeling. A pause can, even in speaking, a pause can be very meaningful and impactful. So here's another one I don't want to show. They actually look the same here. Okay, I got the right one. Okay. Can you tell me what this rest is? Half rest. It is a half rest. I hope you answered correctly. And you remember how many beats the video told you it was? Just like the half note. 2 beats. 2 beats. Okay, so really important. Quarter note gets 1, half rest. Quarter rest gets 1, quarter half rest gets 2. Okay, keep mixing them up, note and rest. Okay. So here's the last one that you learned in the video. Okay, and it looks very similar to the half rest. Do you remember what the name of this one was? This is a whole rest. And do you remember how many beats, just like the whole note, how many beats does the whole rest get? Let me hear you. You got it right. Yes. 4 beats. 4. Just like the whole note, 4 beats. Okay. And we only learned the 3 rests. Now I know in the other movie they went over the 8th note, and there is an 8th rest, okay, that has the same note value as the 8th note, which is a half a beat. But in this movie, they just went over these 3 rests, okay? And there's many more notes and many more rests, but we're sticking to the main ones. And as you get more advanced in music and singing and you learn music theory, maybe someday you'll be a professional singer, performer, composer, who knows? You will know all of those other rests and notes, okay? But for now, we just started with the easy ones, and you can remember those, okay? Toss those over there. All right, good. So that was our review. Just make sure you have no distractions. Let's go ahead and let's do some warm-ups. Okay, so we are going to warm up, and I want you to stand in first choir position. If you forgot what first choir position is, or if you're new to my video, weren't in my choir class, what first choir position is it means we're getting ready, we're about to sing, we're about to start class, we are paying attention, and it just means that, I know you can't see my feet, but my feet are together, I'm standing up straight, my hands are at the side, I'm looking forward. And what is the most important thing? I've always nagged you in class, what is the most important thing I want to see in the first choir position? Does anybody know? A smile. I need to have a smile. And the more we practice smiling, even in class, even when there's no audience or we think nobody's watching, the more we practice the smiling, we will get it during a recital, a performance. It'll become automatic. So we want to sing and we want to smile at the same time. We want to be in first choir position. Okay, so here we go. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths. I want you to just fill your lungs up with oxygen and air. Expand your diaphragm. Get ready to sing long notes, strong notes. So we're going to take 1 breath. With each breath as we go is you're going to inhale more and more air. So we inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Sometimes I like to close my eyes when I breathe. I don't know why. It makes me concentrate more. Inhale. And exhale. And I had more air that second time than the first time. And then our last one, here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now I'm going to do an exercise we used to do in class all the time, but I haven't done it yet in this video series. If you don't remember it, you will obviously once we start it. So how many of you remember the roller coaster exercise? Yay! I know everybody's screaming, okay? All right, so you guys know what we do. So this exercise, if you're not in my class, it helps you to sing high, medium, low, and all the way up and down. So we're going to basically, like a roller coaster, be going with our voice, and it warms our whole range up. So we have a range. Our range is the highest we can sing to the lowest we can sing, and everything in between, just like a piano. Just like that. Okay, there's a range. Okay, but usually it's only like between these 2 notes. Okay, we're not really the range of the whole piano. So this exercise gets us warmed up no matter what our range is, going up and down. But the key is I want you to think of your favorite roller coaster ride. And I know we can't go there yet. Disneyland, Knott's Farm, Magic Mountain, and all the fair. But hopefully soon, right? Hopefully we're going to get to go. But think of your favorite roller coaster ride, whatever it is, okay? And I want you to get your hands ready. And this, just follow me. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go and at the very top, we're going to go, nice and loud, open it up. All the way, open it up real good, up and down. Little ones, and then back down again. line. Super important that we all end together. You're always watching me. When we perform in person, we're live on stage, you got to be looking at me because we're doing different things. So cutting off together is super important, because if somebody keeps singing and everybody's going to stop, everybody has stopped, it does not sound good. Very messy. So please remember that. Always be looking at me, even on the video. Okay, good job. Let's just take a deep breath. Exhale. Good. You can do that on your own. All these exercises you can do on your own. You don't even have to turn on the video. You can just be walking around your house or in your backyard, or even if you're at the market. You know, I don't know if you'll do that at the market, but you can work on all these exercises on your own. Okay. So I want to do a couple on. Remember last week we did one with a recording. Well, I wanted to review that one as well, but I want to introduce a new one. This one is called, it's taken from a famous song by, you may not know this group, but your parents might, your grandparents, the group is called the Beach Boys, and the song was called Good Vibrations. And we're just taking the chorus and we're just singing the notes, okay? And I want you to sing ooh. The first time I want you to sing ooh. We're gonna just go up and down and follow me on the notes, okay? It's pretty easy. So the first thing we're singing is just ooh. Then we're gonna do it again and change it up a little bit, adding some different, letters and stuff that we're gonna sing. So here we go. This is Good Vibrations. Here we go. You're gonna sing ooh only. Ready? Ooh. Go higher. And higher. Higher. But I'm trying to talk in between, okay? So we do like each one twice, then we go to the next level, the next key, and that's how that works. Okay, we were just doing ooh. Okay, you can go back and listen to this video and do it again, okay? And in between each time, you want to take a big breath, have lots of air in your lungs so that you can sing each note. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you YouTube with your parents' permission, the song Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys, you will hear this part of the song in the original, and that's what a lot of my pop warm-ups have done. They've taken bits and pieces of the original songs and they've made vocal exercises out of them. Okay, and so, all right, let's do it again now, but so I want to do something different. Okay, so instead of just singing ooh, I want to do 5 different sounds. I want to do O, ooh, E, eh, and ah. I hope this makes sense to you. So O, ooh, E, eh, ah. Okay, so we're going to do it again, but instead of just ooh, we're going to do 2 on this one, 2 on this one, and so forth. And then I think it goes back to O again, and then it ends. Okay, so let's see if we can do that, okay? So just ignore the person on the recording is singing ooh, and we're going to sing these letters here. So here we go. Good vibrations. Start with O. Start with O. Here we go. Now we go to ooh. Now we go to E. Now eh. Now ah. So you can go back and learn this one or practice this one over and over, okay? So remember the first time we did ooh, and then we mixed it up and we did some other sounds here, and you can practice that. Okay, I want to review last week. I want to review the Witch Doctor. So it was the vocal exercise based on the song The Witch Doctor, okay? So do you remember, I showed you this last week, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. So we sing this whole thing twice, but the phrasing is different. It's a different rhythmic pattern. So if you were to see the music, the notes would be different because one time the phrasing is 1 point, what it is, and then the second time the phrasing is different, so the notes change. But we won't get into that. But I'm just letting you know that that kind of relates to our music show. So when a song changes rhythm and patterns and sounds different, the notes are all changing. So let's go ahead and just listen to that, and then we can get into our singing. So here we go. Here we go. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Take it up. Again. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. And higher. Here we go. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Now higher. Here we go. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Take it higher even more. Make sure you take good breaths. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Really pay attention to how you're pronouncing the vowels and the consonants. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. And last one, I think. Here we go. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. I was wrong one more time. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. There we go. Awesome. So it's super important to, when we do these exercises, to really emphasize the vowels, open our mouth for ah and e, o, oo, do. We can actually, you can actually do it a little bit more than you would normally, so you can practice making those sounds very clearly. And our consonant, like ting, tang, so we want to really make sure the T, we can hear it, and all the other consonants, and consonants are letters that are not A, E, I, O, U, okay? So we really want to sing clearly, because in the end, when we sing a song, we want our message to be understood, and when we sing clearly and we enunciate really well, our audience can hear the message. And that's super important, because every song has a message, even sad songs, you know, and it's really important that the audience can hear that, because they can enjoy it better. They can hear what the message is about, they can relate to it. It just makes the song more enjoyable. I've been in concerts and recitals, I've heard people sing, and I can't understand what they're singing at all, and it's frustrating. You're just kind of listening to notes then and a melody, because you have no idea. So you really want to be clear as a singer. Okay, everybody, let's get singing. We have 3 songs as normal, 3 songs today, and we have so many songs. I've gone through everything trying to figure out what we're going to do, and I realized, wow, we have so many songs we've sung through the years and that everybody's liked, and we've had so much fun. So it's always hard to choose, because we can't sing for an hour, but anyway, so we're going to start with a song from this book. If you have this book still, you can pull it out. This was from our Disney Broadway year, and we're going to sing Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This was a fun song, a lot of energy. Everybody had a blast with it. It's from the musical Mary Poppins, okay? So there were 2 solos in this song. Actually, there was 2 solos. There was a main guy, and then like a side guy, and then there was like a speaking part. So it goes really fast, so I'm going to do my best to keep up, but I may just let the solo parts, you know, be heard, But we'll have fun just singing it, and everybody knows the chorus. Everybody definitely knows the chorus. So if you have this music, you can pull it out and look at it. I am going to attach, and I checked ahead of time because I didn't want to happen again what happened with Remember Me. I checked ahead of time, and all of these songs that we're doing today, there are links in the Essential Elements music class, and I'm attaching them to the lesson. So you're going to have 3 links. You're going to have one for this song and the 2 other songs that we're going over, and it has media and activities. There's a choreography one, I think, for the last song. But anyway, so everything's there, I promise, okay? So you just got to click on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and sing Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm sure you remember the words, and it was a lot of fun. Just go ahead and sing along. And if you remember the solo part, go ahead and sing the solo part, and or all 3 of them, you know. Here we go.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm the little, I'm the line, I'm the little,
Solo one.
Cause I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm the little, I'm the line, I'm the little.
Solo 2.
Traveled all around the world and everywhere we went, he'd use this word and all would say, there goes a clever gent. When ditching all the rubbish,
Solo
come to
1.
pass a tour with me. I say my special word and then they ask me out to tea. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm the little, I'm the line, I'm the little, I'm the line.
You know you can say it backwards, which is docious ali expiistic faci cali rupus. But that's going a bit too far, don't you think? Indubitably.
So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you got a lot to say. But better use it carefully or it can change your life. One dollar said it to me, girl, and now me girl me wife. She's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. 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 Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yay! That was so fun. Fun, fun, fun song. So do you remember that? You know the part, you remember, diddle diddle lie. When we practiced it in class, you have to slow it down. We did it a cappella. So a cappella means with no musical background, okay? Remember instrumental, I think we talked about last week. Instrumental is just the instruments playing, okay? There's no singing. So a cappella means they're singing, but no instruments. It's the opposite. But when we sometimes would work on a song in class, we would shut off the music, we'd slow it way down, especially this one, it was really fast. Okay, and this part had a lot of tongue-twisting consonants in it. Diddle little little diddle lie, and it was the same note. Diddle little little diddle lie, same note. G. Diddle little little diddle lie, diddle little little diddle lie. So we were singing that slow, and you always want to do that when there's a part that's kind of too fast or hard to sing, or you're trying to get the notes. You want to just kind of strip it down and sing it a cappella and take your time with it so you can really grab the notes, latch onto the melody, and then you build your speed is the last thing you want to do. Even if you're playing an instrument. My son plays piano and he wants to sometimes just play everything really fast, and I always have to tell him slow down. You want to get the part first, you want to sing, you want to get the melody, get the consonants, figure out what you're saying and singing, and then you slowly build your speed up. So that's what we did on that one part. Diddle little little diddle lie, diddle little little diddle lie. Okay, so you can go back and listen to this, and you saw the 2 solos going back and forth, and then the spoken solo. So that song was a lot of fun. I remember it. So Okay, let's go on to the next one. So this one is one of our patriotic songs that we were learning for our recital. It is from this magazine here, Land of Liberty. If you have this magazine still, you can pull it out. And this is the song here. It's by the same name, Land of Liberty. Okay, I am going to put not all of the words in the video, just do you remember the Pledge of Allegiance rap? It was right in the middle of this song. I will put the words for that, but since we have the links to all these songs, and I checked, they'll be attached. I'm not going to put too much in. We're just going to sing. So there's 2 verses here. There's, I think, some echoes. Don't pay attention to the echoes. There's long whole notes at the very end. Long whole notes at the very end of the song. Okay, so that means what? We're taking deep breaths. We're thinking about that note really strong so we land right on it, and we're holding it out. Okay, so deep breaths so we can hold out the note. So let's just sing. Let me, real quickly, so a lot of these patriotic songs mean a lot. They mean a lot to me, and I'm sure to you and your family, because they talk about our country and how great it is and how wonderful our country is, and we're blessed to live here. And so I want to read to you really quickly the lyrics of the first verse. It says, "This is my land of liberty. Proudly I stand and give my all to thee. America, America, I promise to be true. My land of liberty, I'll do my best for you." Okay, and second verse is, "This is your land, your land." So it says my land, your land. I think in the end then it says our land. So it's, talking about everybody. "This is your land of liberty. You understand that freedom is not free. America, America, oh, hear your people sing, your land of liberty. Now let your freedom ring." Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to it. And you remember, you can go to the link and follow along and sing it again. So here we go. Land of Liberty. This is my land.
This is my land of liberty. Proudly I stand and give my all to thee.
America.
America, America, I promise to be true. My land of liberty, I'll do my best for you.
Now we go back to the top, verse 2. This is your land.
This is your land of liberty.
You understand.
You understand that freedom is not free.
So true.
America, America, oh, hear your people sing. Your land of liberty, now let your freedom ring.
Okay, here's our rap. Okay, we're gonna speak.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation,
one nation under God,
indivisible.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we're gonna go to verse 3. It's gonna modulate. We'll talk about that after. Modulation.
This is our land of liberty.
All hand in hand.
Hand in hand, from sea to shining sea. America, America, still shining like the sun. Our land of liberty, share hope with everyone.
Our land of liberty.
Our land of liberty, share hope
Hold it out. Wow, long notes there. Okay, long notes because they are whole notes. So remember, I showed you. Couple questions or a couple things I wanted. So the rap in the middle of the song. Remember, we did not sing. We were speaking the words. And in music, it doesn't have it on here, but in music, when we speak a part instead of singing, you'll see a little X. You will not see a note, and it won't be on any particular line. Well, it'll be like on the middle line. So it'll be rhythmic, okay? And drummers and percussion people have music that sounds or looks like that. There's little X's, and they just know when to play the beat and how fast and different things. So during a speaking part, usually on your music, it didn't show it on this one, but in other ones where we've had that, I think on My Shot from Hamilton, when we sang that year, it had something like that. So that's our speaking part. And then I mentioned the modulation. So you felt in the middle of the song where it kind of like intensified and went higher. That's called a modulation. So you will be like in one key, and then a modulation brings you to the next key. Okay, so you'll be singing here, and then you it takes you to another key. And I heard a famous composer and recording artist one time. You probably don't know who he is. His name is Barry Manilow. I saw an interview with him one time, and he was talking about his music, and he was referring to a modulation, and he called it a musical whoopee cushion. And I always remembered that because that's a good way to describe it to kids. So it's like a little whoopee, like, woohoo! Okay, we're gonna go higher. We're gonna go in more intense. It's gonna be just more dramatic. Okay, so a lot of times a modulation will be in a song when they want to make it more dramatic towards the end, and that's what this song did. Okay, so we learned about modulation. We had our rap. There were some echoes. We weren't doing them, and then I really like how this song started off my, then your land, and then it was us or we, or yeah, our land. I talked about our land, and it is our land. Okay, and I really like the line where it says freedom is not free, because it is not. It is not. It is very important, and a lot of people paid a big price so that we could be free in our country. So we have to remember that. All right, so you can go back and listen to that. Remember, there's an attachment from Essential Elements in Music class, and you'll get to spend some time with that song and break it down. The last one that we're going to go over was a big hit in our Disney Broadway recital, and it is from the musical Frozen. The first Frozen. Okay, I know there's a second one now, and you heard a song from the second Frozen in our first video. What was it called? Can't remember. So go back. Cool song. Really would like to do that in a recital. But this one is called, if you remember from this magazine, if you have it, pull it out. Love is an Open Door. Okay, remember in the movie, Anna and, I forgot the guy's name, Anna and her boyfriend, or who she thought was going to be her boyfriend, right? They were singing this song together, Love is an Open Door. So this song had two solos. It was a boy and a girl, and it was really cute at the recital. So go ahead and sing the solos. Have fun with it. Okay, let me get queued up here. Okay, Love is an Open Door. And there's something in it I wanted to tell you about, but let's just sing it, and I'll talk about it at the end. Okay, Love is an Open Door from Frozen. Here we go. It's fun. So it starts off with I think Anna, right? So the solos are going back and forth.
All my life has been a series of doors in my face, and then suddenly I bump into you.
Okay, so now it's the under solo.
I've been searching my whole life to find my own place, and maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue, but with you.
Now everybody.
I found my place, I see your face, and it's nothing like I've ever known
So
before.
stay on the top forgot some of those words in the middle. It was really fun because they both said, I mean, it's crazy. We finish each other's. That's what I was going to say. I never met someone like that I would you. And then the Jinx part. Anyway, fun song. So the first chorus, remember we did, love is an open door. Single note all the way across. And I had half you guys sing that, and then the other half I had you do, love is an open door. So some of you were holding this single note out. Okay, and some of you were singing all the way down. And actually, it kind of clashes, but in a good way. Sometimes notes will do that. So you really had to train your ear, and we had to work really hard to focus on your part, okay? Because sometimes when you start singing, and you're singing with other people next to you that are singing something different, it can throw you off. So being a good singer means that you want to sing your part and not be thrown off by anybody else. And when we get into harmony and stuff like this, where there's, you know, echoes and different things going on, it can happen. You can get thrown off. So one of the things we work in class is to stay focused on our part, train our ear to ignore people around us, and just stay focused on our part. And it sounds so good because when you guys did this, a lot of our songs were like that. You know, half the kids were singing this and the other half were singing something different. It sounds really good together, but you know, the only way that happens is from practice. So don't get frustrated when you try to do that or something throws you off. You know, it'll come in time, in practice, as you get older and you continue to sing. I want you to continue to sing because that's how you're going to get better, and you're going to learn more challenging songs as you get older and be a part of choirs and maybe go to festivals and competitions. I did that in high school with show choir. I went to competitions, and it really helps you grow. You learn a lot. You got to gain some really cool musical experiences. So that was Love is an Open Door. So you can go back and listen to those 3 songs. Look at the links. We're going to close up now because we're running out of time. I don't want to be too long. And in closing, I just want to remind you, to go to those links and have fun with those 3 songs that are going to be attached. I want you to go and also click on the music show number 4, and it's titled We're Gonna Sing High, Low, and in the Middle. So it's a new video this week, video number 4 with Mike and Luigi, Candace. I'm not sure if Fred the drummer's in there, but they're going to talk to you about your range. So remember how we did the roller coaster? High and low and up and down and in between. Okay, that video is going to talk about your range, your musical range, singing high notes, singing low notes, and everything in between. Okay, and it refers to a ladder, and they show you a little ladder that kind of helps you understand and give you a visual. Okay, so I hope you had fun. We're going to end. I hope to see you soon. I miss you as always, and we have a couple more lessons. I'm going to try to definitely record them in May. Because the last week of school you might be busy with some activities, I'm not sure, and so I want to get everything done and be finished for May, okay? And okay, so thank you for being with me, and have a wonderful day. Continue to do your homework, listen to your parents, behave, and we'll see you soon. Be safe and healthy. I love you. See you soon.